Hello everyone, I'm Jayshree. Welcome to my channel and to another tutorial for a crochet summer top. This top is worked using the top down in the round method, beginning at the neckline, working our way down the yoke and down to the body of the top. I complete the top with a little edging to the sleeves. This tutorial is for a size medium to fit a bust of 36 to 38 inches. Hope you enjoy this tutorial. Let's begin. So for this project, we'll be working with 2 skeins at a time. Double up on the yarn. Begin with a slip knot. Chain 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue to 140 chains. Now that my chain is complete, we'll join the chain that's attached to the hook to the first chain. To do this, make sure that this entire chain is not twisted. So join with a slip stitch. Round 1, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4 counts as our first stitch, in this case a triple crochet. So to triple crochet, it's yarn over twice, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook. Work triple crochets into all the chains. I'm at the end of round 1 and I've worked those triple crochets all across into each chain. So to end the round, it's slip stitch into the 4th chain from chain 4. Before moving on to round 2, I've placed 4 stitch markers along the yoke. So counting from the start, my first stitch marker, I placed it into the 20th stitch. The second stitch marker, I placed into the 50th stitch. The third stitch marker into the 90th stitch. And the 4th stitch marker into the 120th stitch. Round 2, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4 counts as 1 double crochet and chain 1. Then it's skip 1 stitch and into the next stitch double crochet. So it's yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook. So my stitch pattern is chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Continue to the first stitch marker. I'm at that first stitch marker, so I'll chain 1 after my last double crochet, and into that stitch marked by the first stitch marker, work a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, replacing the stitch marker into the chain 1 space. Then it's chain 1, and just as I had worked on the other side, working a double crochet right into the next stitch, I'll do the same here. Continue with chain 1, skip 1, double crochet to the second stitch marker. I'm at the second stitch marker and I've worked the double crochet into the stitch just before the second stitch marker. So again, into that stitch marked by the stitch marker, I'll work a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, replacing the stitch marker into that chain 1 space. Then it's a chain 1, and just as I had done on the side, I'll work a double crochet right into the very next stitch. Continue with chain 1, skip 1, double crochet to the third and fourth stitch markers, where you'll do the same as you did for the first and second stitch marker. I'm at the end of round 2 with 1 stitch to go. So then it's chain 1 and slip stitch into the third chain from chain 4 to join. Round 3, chain 4. Chain 4 counts as a triple crochet. So in this round, we'll triple crochet into all chain 1 spaces and into all stitches. Into the chain 1 space and into all stitches. I'm at the first chain 1 space and I've triple crocheted into that chain 1 space before the double crochet that makes up this chain 1 space marked by the stitch marker. So I'll triple crochet into the double crochet as well, and into that chain 1 space I'll work a triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, replacing the stitch marker into the chain 1 space, and then it's in a triple crochet into the double crochets, triple crochets into the chain 1 spaces. So continue to the end of the round, work those triple crochets and with the chain 1 in between into the chain 1 spaces marked by the stitch markers. I'm at the end of round 3 and I've worked that last triple crochet into the chain 1 space from the round before. So to join, it's slip stitch into the 4th chain from chain 4. I've completed the yoke. The yoke now measures 19 centimeters or 7.5 inches. I've worked to round 15 and I've repeated round 2 and round 3. I've also continued to replace the stitch markers into that chain 1 space as I moved along the yoke. So now for the body, round 1, chain 1. Here we'll single crochet to the first stitch marker. So to single crochet, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook. Continue to the first stitch marker. I'm at that first stitch marker, the chain 1 space. So into the chain 1 space marked by the stitch marker, single crochet. Then it's chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll join to the second stitch marker, making certain that this armhole space faces towards me. So then it's joined to that chain 1 space marked by the second stitch marker with a single crochet. Continue with single crochets to the third stitch marker. I'm at the third stitch marker. So into that chain 1 space marked by the third stitch marker, I'll work a single crochet. Then it's chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and join to the fourth stitch marker, again making certain that this armhole space faces towards you. Then join to that chain 1 space marked by the fourth stitch marker with a single crochet. Then it's continue with single crochets to the end. I'm at the end of round 1 of the body. To end, it's slip stitch to join. So we can now remove these stitch markers as we no longer need them there. Round 2, I've chained 1, single crocheted into the same stitch as chain 1, and here I'll work single crochets all across. At the same time, I'll make certain that my stitch count is in multiples of 11 plus 5. I'm now at the chain 5 under the armholes, and into those 5 chains I'll work single crochets as well. I've completed round 2 by slip stitching to join. Round 3 of the yoke, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4 counts as a triple crochet, and in this case our first triple crochet. Then into that same stitch as chain 4, I'll work 6 more triple crochets. So for a triple crochet, it's yarn over twice, insert the hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 loops on the hook. Then it's another 5 more triple crochets all into that same stitch. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. So including that chain 4 which counted as our first triple crochet, I have 7 triple crochets. Then it's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into that next stitch single crochet. So our stitch pattern is chain 3, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's 7 triple crochets into the next stitch. So it's those 7 triple crochets all into one stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next stitch single crochet. So you'll continue with chain 3, skip 5, 7 triple crochets into one stitch, chain 3, skip 5, single crochet into the next stitch. I'm at the end of round 3 and I have 5 stitches to go. So after that last single crochet, it's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll slip stitch into the 4th chain from chain 4. Round 4, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 5 counts as 1 triple crochet and chain 1. So here we'll work triple crochets into the triple crochets from the stitch pattern. It's just that in between those triple crochets we'll work a chain 1. So then it's a triple crochet into my next stitch, chain 1, triple crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, triple crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, chain 1, triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet, and I'll end with that triple crochet. So I've got 7 triple crochets and just in between there's chain 1s. Then into that single crochet from the round before, it's a double crochet, and here we'll work a chain 3 to form a picot. 1, 2, 3. So to form a picot, it's insert your hook into those stitches that make up the double crochet, those 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2 loops on the hook. And then it's another double crochet into that same single crochet. Then it's back to our 7 triple crochets. Here again I'll work the triple crochets and in between the single crochet, the chain 1. So for my first triple crochet, then it's a chain 1, the next triple crochet, chain 1, the third triple crochet, chain 1, the next triple crochet, chain 1, then it's the next triple crochet, chain 1, and the next triple crochet, chain 1, and for the last triple crochet. Then into that single crochet from the round before, a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll form the picot, and another double crochet into that same single crochet. So the stitch pattern is 7 triple crochets into the triple crochets from the round before, and in between those triple crochets chain 1s, and then into that single crochet from the round before, it's a double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. With that chain 3 we'll form the picot, and another double crochet all into that single crochet. Continue with the stitch pattern to the end of the round. I'm at the end of round 4, so to end it's slip stitch into chain 4 from chain 5. Round 5, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I'll skip the next triple crochet and I'll single crochet into that triple crochet while skipping 1. So it's chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 triple crochet and single crochet into the next. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 triple crochet and single crochet into the last triple crochet from the stitch pattern. So I have 3 chain 5s into these triple crochets. So now I'm here at the picot. It's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll skip that picot and I'll single crochet into the next triple crochet from the new set of triple crochets. Then it's chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 triple crochet and single crochet into the next. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 triple crochet and single crochet into the next. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 triple crochet and single crochet into that last triple crochet from our set of triple crochets. Again, I have 3 chain 5s over the stitch pattern. Now above that picot, then it's a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the first triple crochet from the next stitch pattern. Continue with the stitch pattern to the end of the round. At the end of the round, and I've chained 3 above that last picot from the round before. To end, it's slip stitch at the bottom of that chain 5 from the start of the round. Round 6, I now need to get back into this chain 3 that's above the picot from the round before. So for this round, I can either get into that chain 3 or I can get into the second chain 5 here. I find it easier to get into the chain 3. So to do that, turn, and you can move the yarn across as well, and then it's slip stitch twice to get into the center of the chain 3. 1, 2, and then we'll turn again. Then it's a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4 counts as our first triple crochet. So I'll work 6 more triple crochets into that second chain from the chain 3. So I've worked those 6 triple crochets including the chain 4 makes it 7 triple crochets. Then it's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into that chain 5s, those 3 chain 5s that we worked, into the center of those 3 chain 5s, I'll single crochet. So the stitch pattern is chain 3, into that chain 3 space above the picot, work 7 triple crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into that chain 5s, the center of those chain 5s, single crochet. So I haven't mentioned that round 6 is also an increase round. So I've chosen to increase. I'd like a slight flare on the top, and I've chosen to increase on either side of the body. So at these 2 ends here, or the sides, that's where I'll work my increases. So I'm at the first side, and notice that I've worked the 7 triple crochet into the chain 3 space that's above the picot. So I've got this 3 chain 5 spaces right at the side of the body, and into those I'll work my increase. So to work an increase, it's chain 3 after your 7 triple crochet, then I'll single crochet into that first chain 5 space, then it's chain 3, and I'll work the 7 triple crochets into the second chain 5 space. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then it's chain 3 and single crochet into the third chain 5 space. So if we look at it, we've actually worked the stitch pattern into the 3 chain 5 spaces. Then it's chain 3, and we'll continue with the pattern, working those 7 triple crochets into the chain 3 above the picot, and then it's a chain 3 and a single crochet into the center of those 3 chain 5 spaces. So that was how to increase. I'll work another increase on the other side of the top. I'm now at the other side of the top, and I've worked the last 7 triple crochet into that chain 3 space above the picot from the previous round. So right at the side again, I've got those 3 chain 5 spaces. I'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the first chain 5 space, chain 3, work 7 triple crochets into the second chain 5 space, So I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6, and for the 7 triple crochet, then it's chain 3, single crochet into that third chain, 5 space, chain 3. So next I can continue with the pattern, working the 7 triple crochet into that chain 3 space above the picot from the round before. Then it's a chain 3, and I'll continue with the pattern by single crocheting into that second chain 5 space. You can see that we've worked an increase into the 3 chain 5 spaces. Continue with the pattern to the end of the round. I've continued with the body of the top, working to the length that's just above the hip. So if you'd like a longer top, you'd continue working more rounds, and for a shorter top, you'll shorten the amount of rounds you work. I've repeated round 4, 5, and 6, and the only increase that I worked was in round 6 right at the top, where I worked those 2 increases on either side of the top. I then fastened off and cut off the excess yarn and moved on to the sleeve. I edged the sleeve with 1 round of the pattern, but before doing so, I made certain that my stitch count was in multiples of 11 plus 5, just as I had done when working the body of the top. So make certain that it's in multiples of 11 plus 5. That means once you've got your stitch count in multiples of 11, you should have 5 stitches remaining. And then I repeated round 3 of the pattern, and I've done that on both sides of the sleeve. So all that's left for me to do now is to weave in all those ends.